All right, hello everybody. My name is Alexis. I'm going to be leading you through 45-minute full body strength workout today. First and foremost, we're going to just read a little waiver. Usually you would sign one of these at the gym, but since we're doing this online, I'm just going to read this. In order to make these classes as freely accessible to our participants, we will be using a verbal warning and assumption of risk at the beginning of the class. Participation in this online class is voluntary. Physical activity programs may result in injury, and by participating, you assume the risk of injury that may result from your participation. We strongly recommend that you participate from a space that is suitable for this activity. For example, make sure you have moved nearby furniture and other potential hazards. If you are participating in a yoga class or class that involves laying on the ground, we recommend using a mat, or if you don't have one, a carpeted area. Participants are encouraged to stop if they experience pain or injury and should seek appropriate medical advice or care as needed. William & Mary Health and Wellness strongly recommends that each participant have an annual physical examination and follow the advice of your healthcare provider before participating. All right, with that out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and give you a link to my Spotify playlist if you want to use that. But if not, you're going to be on mute, so you can listen to any music that you like to listen to while you work out. All right, so I'm going to hit play on my playlist. So if you're following along, you can start it and we'll get into it. So we're going to be starting on the mat in tabletop position. So wrists are directly under elbows, knees are directly under hips, and we're just going to start with some cat-cow. So inhaling, dropping the belly, opening the chest, and exhaling, arching your back. You should feel a nice stretch in your back muscles and shoulders. Thinking about pulling our shoulders back and down, and then broadening through the upper back. Letting any stress melt off your shoulders here. And just taking this next 45 minutes to focus on yourself and your body. Taking a couple more of these. Remembering this is your body, your workout, so take whatever options feel good today. All right, and then we're going to come into a plank position. And we're going to do a few wide leg mountain climbers. So we're going to take our foot up near our hand, like so, stretching out the hip, and then bringing it back to start, and then switching feet. Just bring it up to wherever your range of motion allows, holding it there for a minute to open up the hip. Thinking about pulling our hip crease back. We're pushing away from the mat. If you'd like an option, you can drop the back knee. We're warming our hips up and our shoulders. Taking a few more on each side. Again, knees can be up or on the mat. One more each side. All right, coming back to tabletop, we're going to take some hip circles. So take your favorite leg out to the side and just bring it in a circle, focusing on keeping our low back neutral. So it's not so important that you're making a big circle, rather than just you're opening your hip, whatever your range of motion is, and keeping your back neutral. And then reverse the direction. We're drawing a clock. And then switch sides. So other leg coming out, making a circle. We're activating the glutes here. Switch directions. Last one. All right, we're going to stand it up. So just here nodding our head yes and no a few times. Yes, we're gonna have a good time today. Yes, we're gonna try our best. Take one more. We're feeling that stretch in the back of our neck. Coming back to center, and then take your ear to your shoulder on the left. Reaching down with your right hand like you drop something on the ground. Our shoulders are staying away from our ears as much as possible. Stretching the side of our neck, our trap muscles as well. And coming to center, same thing with the other side. Stretch the side of your neck here. Reach down with your left hand towards the floor like you dropped your phone. All right, and come back to center. Take your feet just about wider than hip width apart. Take your arms out to the side, and then we're taking our left hand touching our right foot. Keep your knees slightly bend down. So we're stretching our back here. Getting our body temperature up, our heart rate up. This is our last move in our warm-up. We're really hinging at the hips. Keep that slight bend in your knees. One more each side. All right, so grab a sip of water. We're gonna get into our circuits. We have 3 circuits today, about 8 moves each. The first and the third circuit are the same. Second one is a little different, but getting the same muscle groups. So we're starting with our upper body. So let's hinge 45 degrees at our hips, and we're gonna take our arms up past our head into a Y shape. So take your thumbs up, make a Y, squeeze your shoulder blades together, come back to starting. Then we're gonna make a T, so arms come straight out, palms face the floor. Again, shoulder blades pinch together. There's your T. And then we're gonna make a W by keeping our elbows in and just hinging at the elbows, squeeze those shoulder blades. And then L, it's a row. And then again, hinge at the shoulders and come back down. So make your Y, thumbs up. T, W, elbows in. Then L, it's a row, elbows out, back down. So take a few more of these. Should feel your shoulders warming up. Making sure we're supporting, so it's W. Making sure we're supporting our low back by squeezing our core. T, squeeze those shoulder blades. W, and L. W, L. This is really good for our posture, working our upper back. And L. So one more here, Y, T, W, L. All right, we're coming down to the ground for a scapular push-up, so you can watch me for one and then join me. So getting into a push-up position, you can have your knees on the ground as well as an option, but we're just gonna move at our shoulder joint. So you're taking your shoulders, retracting, and then protracting. So see, I'm only moving at my scapula, so it's like I'm coming towards the floor with my shoulders and pushing the floor away. So you can join me, we're taking 10. Again, knees can be on the floor, or for a challenge, you can take your knees up Making sure we're looking straight down at the floor. Three more, come on. If you're shaking, that's great. We got some energy going. Last one. All right. I'm gonna stand back up for a lunge. So just your basic lunge. We'll start with our left leg forward, or right leg forward, and just taking it down. 90-90 bend in your knees. Knees straight over ankle. You can see your big toe. So that's one. If you want an option, you can step that back leg up. Five more here. And you can keep it on the ground the whole time, or your higher intensity option is to add the step up. So you're squeezing your glutes to keep yourself balanced. And two. And last one. All right, switching sides. So left leg is forward. If we want, we can step that right leg up. Here we go, 1. 9 more. Keeping your balance by using your core and glutes here. You can use runner arms like me. This is kind of how I just instinctually go. I believe we have 3 more. 2. Last one. All right. We're coming back down to the ground on our side. So lay down, support your head with your arm like you're laying on the beach. Make sure your hips are parallel to the ground, so we're using our core to stabilize us. We're going to take a sideline leg lift. So it's important that your foot stays parallel to the ground or even pointing down at the sole of your foot that's on the ground. So we're taking it up, so foot's parallel to the floor. Should feel it in your glute medius, the side of your hip. If we turn our leg out too much, we use those big muscles and we don't challenge what we're trying to challenge. Three more here. And last one, switch sides. All right, so make sure your foot is staying parallel to the ground and start your 10 here. So again, it's less important about how high you're reaching your leg. What I care about is that it's staying parallel to the ground and we're targeting your glute medius here. 5 more. Last one. All right, and coming up, we're laying down on our back. So here we have cross crunches. So we're going to be lifting our shoulders off the ground and reaching across our body. So right arm coming to left knee, and then left arm coming to right knee. So if you're ready, here goes our cross crunches. Like you're climbing a rope on either side of you. Exhale on the way up. Make sure to keep your neck relaxed. Just think about crunching through your core. Ten more. You got it. Climb the rope. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're gonna have one more move, and then we're gonna get a little rest before our next set. All right, so we got bicycles for 1 minute. So the most important thing is to make sure your neck's staying relaxed and that you're crunching from your core and not simply moving your arms. So right arm's gonna come to left leg, right leg's gonna go down towards the floor. 1. Our minute has started. Really think about crunching your core. It's not about speed here. It's more about your feeling your muscles working. Halfway, keep it up. My abs are burning here, that's all right. We got a break coming. If you've taken a break, we have 10 seconds left, hop in. In 3, 2, 1, relax. We got a minute here, catch your breath. We have 2 more circuits coming. Next one has some new moves, and then we'll come back to what we just did. So great job, everybody. All right, you got 10 seconds left here. The second set, we're even more powerful, we're more warm. It's gonna be lots of fun. All right. So this first move has 3 parts. It goes curtsy lunge, and then that leg that's back gonna come out into a side lunge. Or sorry, starting with the side lunge, so we'll go left first. Side lunge, coming back around to curtsy lunge, then you can either do a step up or a side kick. So it's side lunge, curtsy lunge, step up or kick. So join me here, side, curtsy, step. On that side lunge, we want to make sure our knee is tracking over our toes. Same with the curtsy. Ooh, I forgot my step. We got 5 more. Crunch your core to lift your leg up. Last one. And switching sides. Side lunge with your right foot. Curtsy. Step up. If you took the kick on the other side, do the same thing so your legs are even. If you're finding it hard to keep your knee over your toe, try stepping out a little bit less. Really working our hip flexors. And all sides of our leg here. Believe we have 3 more. Last 2. Last 1. All right, everything else we're going to be doing down on the floor. All right, we got push-ups. Just 10. You can take them toes or on your knees, Making sure you're keeping your elbows in near your body so that we're isolating those biceps. So here we go. 1. Inhale down, exhale up. Knees or toes here. 4 more. Keep your core tight. Last one. All right. Flipping it over onto our backs for some scissor kicks. Just like our bicycles, we're going for 1 minute. And so what those are going to look like, your feet are as low as you can get them while still keeping your low back flush to the floor. We're just going to take them out and in. So here we go, 1 minute starting here. Brace your core like you're ready to take a punch in the stomach. Stay strong here. It's a great exercise. It's not only working our core, hip flexors, it's working the adductors on the inside of our thighs. So when me or you can finally get back into a cycling studio, it's going to help us out. We are over halfway. Keep it up. If you need more of a challenge, take your legs close to the floor. If you need less of a challenge today, take them higher up. I'm kind of in the middle here. 10 seconds, hang in there. If you were taking a break, come on in. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, flip it over. Last move, and then we'll get another little break. So we got mountain climbers. Those are going to look like you're taking a plank position and taking your knee in towards your chest on each side. You can take them at whatever pace is good, making sure our shoulders staying right over our wrists so don't come forward too much. So 30 seconds here, mountain climbers. So you can be going more this pace, or for a cardio boost, you can go fast. Make sure we're keeping our hips stable, whichever option we're taking. Remember, we're getting a rest after this, so don't be afraid to push a little bit. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a 15-second mini break here. Maybe take a child's pose, catch your breath, and we're gonna finish out our minute with 15 more seconds of mountain climbers. Mountain climbers right here. Just 15 seconds, half of what we just did, and then we got a break. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we got a minute break here. Grab water, towel off. We got one more round. We might be able to fit in a little mini round at the end as well. So we do have about 20 minutes left. Ooh. Let's towel off if you have a towel. Give yourself a little pat on the back. Think about what you maybe want to improve on or what you want to scale back on. We're doing the same exercises as we did in the first circuit coming up. So that's starting with our YTWL. So let's stand it up. So we are hinging 45 degrees, or about 30 degrees. It doesn't really matter, it's just a little bit at our hips. And then thumbs coming up to our Y. And then straight out to our T. Elbows staying in W. And then row L. All right, so Y. Let's get 8 in here. W, L, Y. Think of a little acronym as you do these, maybe. Y, T, squeeze those shoulder blades at the top. Taking these at your own pace. Take 2 more cycles here. L, so last cycle, Y, squeeze your shoulder blades at the top. T, W, and L. Whew, all right, so we're gonna do our lunges since we're already standing. So again, starting with our right leg forward, and left leg can come up for the step up if you want. Taking 1, step up. Technically what we're doing is called a reverse lunge if you want to like Google the exercise later on. Give me 4 more here, strong legs. Last 2, last 1. All right, switching sides. Left leg will come forward. Right leg can step up if you want to. All right, 1. Keep breathing. Chest is staying proud. Torso's coming straight up and down. Last 2, last 1. All right, coming down to the ground for our scapular push-ups. So that's letting our chest kind of drop to the floor and then pushing away. So push-up position, either knees or toes, taking 10 scapular push-ups. Come down, up. Looking straight down at the ground. It's also going to help if you're on a computer all day and you need to work on your back muscles. Last 3, 2, and 1. All right, we got sideline leg lifts coming to your side, laying your head down on your bicep, making sure your hips are perpendicular to the ground, core is embraced to stabilize you, taking it up, foot parallel to the ground, squeezing your glute. Last time we did 10, but what's better than 10? That's right, 15. With just body weight, we can get in a lot more reps and work on our endurance. All right, 5 more. Make sure your foot is still staying parallel to the floor. Last 2, last 1. All right, flip it over, other side. Head comes to rest on your bicep. Hips are perpendicular to the floor. Foot is parallel to the floor, and we're coming up. Great job, keep it up. 5 more. These are your bonus points. Last one. All right. Flipping it over for our cross crunches. So again, we're lifting our chest and shoulders and reaching our opposite arm to our opposite leg. Here we go. Count to 30 here. So inhale down, exhale on the crunch. Keep your neck relaxed. Again, imagine that rope. You're climbing up to the sky. Ten more, you got it. And 3, 2, 1. All right, we got scissor kicks and then a little break. And we got a bonus round. Sorry, bicycles are next. 1 minute. Knees come to tabletop. Here we go. Cross, cross. Again, keeping our neck relaxed. Crunching through our core. Bringing your legs closer to the ground once again makes it more challenging. So if you need an option, take your leg less close to the ground. Keep your core braced to keep your back on the ground. We got 20 seconds here. Working our core helps us stand up straight. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your minute rest here. Grab some water. Congratulate yourself. So we have time for a mini 4th round. So we'll do some of the exercises from our 2nd round again. So we'll still be able to hit our legs, core, and arms. And then we'll have a really, really beautiful cool down. And you can go about whatever the day holds for you. Woo. I would always say in cycling that I heard somewhere that eyebrows are supposed to be like tiny sweatbands, but if that's true, they really don't work because I get sweat in my eyes all the time. All right, with that said, let's do our 4th mini round. We're gonna start with those side lunge to curtsy lunge to step up or kick. So starting with your left, come to side lunge, curtsy, step up or kick. Again, making sure that that knee is staying over the toe. I believe we have 4 more. On that side lunge, you can look down at the floor. We don't want to crank our neck. All right, last 2. Take that kick if you haven't yet. Just see how it feels. This is our last one. All right, now we're going to switch sides. Right leg coming out. to the side, whoop, curtsy, step. Ooh. Keeping up our form even when we're a little tired. It's where we get challenged. Five more. Strong legs here, you got it. Keep breathing. Our hearts want to beat a little faster sometimes. We're giving our body what it wants here. Last two. Last one. All right, let's come down for our push-ups. And then we'll end with mountain climbers. So it's 10 push-ups here, knees or toes, making sure our elbows are staying close into our body and pretending like we're trying to open a jar with our hands so we're externally rotating our shoulders. All right, here we go. Inhale up, exhale up, inhale down. Take either option, halfway. Last two, last one. All right, so we're gonna finish with those mountain climbers, 30 seconds climbing, 15 rest, 15 climbing, and then we'll cool down. All right, so get in your plank position, get ready. Here we go, 30 seconds. Keep your elbows right over your wrists and keep your hips low. And keep breathing, of course. Halfway. Take whatever speed feels good. It feels like you're working your core. We don't want to flail our body around and not really do anything, you know? 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. So we're gonna end with 15 seconds, some more mountain climbers. You have the option to just hold a plank. That's where you need to be today. Again, it's your body, your workout. And then we'll cool down. All right, get into your position, 15 seconds, go. Keep it up. Last bit of work. 3, 2, 1. All right, just let your heart rate come down a little bit. Grab a sip of water if you want some. All right, so we're gonna take some standing stretches. So slowly stand it up. We don't want to get lightheaded. And then grab your left leg and your left hand, or left foot and your left hand rather. Standing quad stretch here. Shining our hip bones forward to get a better stretch in the front of our leg. Thanking our bodies for all the good work they've done today. We really gave our quads a run for their money with the lunges. So now we need to stretch them out, make sure we prevent soreness and prevent injury later on. Cool downs are really not given all the attention they deserve. All right, then we're going to take a standing figure 4. I'm just going to make sure you can see my head. So take your left ankle of your right knee, head and chest stay lifted, and sit it back. If you need to grab onto a wall or a piece of furniture near you, perfectly okay. Check that your hips are parallel to the floor. And to scale back the stretch, just stand up a little bit. You should feel this in your outer glute. We worked those in our leg lifts today. All right, then stand it up. Same thing with the other side. and making sure that our hips are parallel to the floor. These muscles also get really tight when we're sitting at our computers, doing all of our Zoom meetings, or whatever you're up to on your laptop. All right, then we're just going to take a side lunge as a stretch. So we're stretching this adductor muscle here. And slowly come to the other side. So you can kind of switch between the two, holding for about 10, 15 seconds. And then stand up tall, take one arm across, grab above below the elbow, and check our time. Oh, perfect. And then switching sides, grab the other arm above below the elbow, making sure we're keeping our shoulder away from our ear while we do this. Shaking it out, clasping your hands behind us, reaching down and gazing up at the ceiling to open up our chest. Again, this is good for if you're slouching a lot. And then clasping your hands in front of us and rounding our back, making sure we're pushing our shoulders down away from our ears. Once again, broadening through the upper back. Really feel this in the back of my neck and shoulders. And then lastly, just hinging at the hips, vertebrae by vertebrae, taking it into a forward fold. You can bend your knees as much as possible in order to make your chest come closer to your legs. Again, just thanking your body for the good work it's done today. Cooling down lets your body know it's ready to rest and reset, and time to start rebuilding those muscles that we worked. And once again, thank you guys for joining me today. This is where we'll end. I'm going to stop the recording. And if you want to hang out, you can. Again, thank you so much, you guys, and thank you for everyone I've seen at the rec. It's been a great time. All right, bye.